Media bias tracker for December 21st, 2023. Tesla and BYD. We got some new charts at the end. I hope you stick around for those because we're showing longer term trend lines now, finally. So we're looking at a lot of the same stuff we've seen before, but this one's new. Tesla's car design legend dubs Tesla's Cybertruck as the Picasso of automobiles. This is the guy who designed the DeLorean, among other things, among many, many other things. The Carmen Ghia, the original Golf, the little, rabbit kind of looking thing. Legendary Giugiaro, Giugiaro? I'll have to look it up. I'm making a whole video about it. It's going to be clever. Positive. Austin, we have a problem. Tesla descends into battery hell. Yahoo is not known for consistent fact-based reporting. Disregard it. But there's a better perspective coming up later. Some Wall Street analysts think Tesla will limit how many Cybertrucks they sell. Fine. That's fine. Tesla blamed drivers for features of parts it long knew were defective. I covered this yesterday. No, they didn't. It's normal. Negative headline, Reuters, terrible. Tesla the band. Not counting that one, we're skipping it. Kathy Woods, Tesla stock purchase. Tesla paychecks Mullen. Auto, that's positive. Kathy buys more shares. Positive. Buying more shares. Positive. Those are good stories. And if you follow things, you don't really pay much attention to Kathy's daily buy and sell because she buys and sells. When she sells, it doesn't mean it's bad. It may have gone up enough that she needs to recapture some gains. This one we covered extensively yesterday. 14,000 in repair. Right, because he wrecked his car. So drive over a curb, pay some repairs. Pretty normal thing. Negative, but, it's still up here, so we're covering it. You're supposed to be glad your Tesla is a brittle heap of junk. Oh, my God. Ugh. Pandering to the absolute dumbest people in the world. Ugh. Tesla drivers have highest accident rates. We covered this extensively in a whole video yesterday. No, they don't. All negative. Recall fix that may not even work. This was on yesterday's tracker. It hasn't fallen off. Fortune, come on. It's already right. Because the problem was never the technology. The problem was the driver. Technology can't always fix the driver. Tesla blame customers. Same headline. Wireless inductive charging. We saw that yesterday. Now here's one that when I was going through this earlier today, doing the assessments and all that, I read all of these stories. Not all. Some of them have paywalls. They can go fudge themselves all the way to the Wonka factory. A notable Tesla rival is aiming straight at Elon's most popular models. And then I looked over and saw it was a Lucid, and I laughed because aim all you want, you're not going to hit it. And the fact of the matter is, Lucid could survive through the air. They could survive through the gravity. But to get to production of a mid-size vehicle, their Model Y, I don't think they're even going to start with a Model 3, just a Model Y, which is smart. It's the most popular form factor. They're going to need to raise a whole lot of capital that they don't have. So what they're going to have to do is dilute your shares, if you're a shareholder, by 60 to 90%. That may prevent your $1,000 investment from going to zero, but it will guarantee that it gets locked in around $100 to $300. So I do not yet have any confidence in them, and their hostility towards the media only reinforces that. Tesla Model Y spotted towing a full-size trailer. Hilarious. As a reminder, don't do that. Don't do that. Looking at these overpasses, it looks like this was in Texas. Actually, maybe not. Tough to say for sure. But don't do that. Because even though you've got the pulling power, you may not have the stopping power. But it is pretty hilarious to see. Positive. I'm calling that positive. Prospective drivers may have crashed more than anyone else. See, this is how the FUD spreads. You've got one junk article on a reputable site like Forbes, and next thing you know, it's everywhere. It says update, but the update is probably to say, yeah, it was junk. But you didn't put it in the headline. That's a negative headline. New Tesla sales centers makes Mohegan Sun more of a destination. Perfect. Tesla knew it installed defective parts. No, they didn't. Getting off the fence, Tesla bot looks like Tesla's next giant success. Very positive. Kathy Wood, Tesla faces inquiry by Norway's safety regulators over suspension failures. Now, when Reuters gives you an exclusive, I assume it's BS because I follow Reuters enough to know that they will report any single source rumor as fact. They've done it with the Giga Mexico, where they're going to be flying cars out of the factory. They will publish anything. Tesla's having issues producing 4680 cells for Cybertruck, sketchy report says. That's better. I'm going to call that neutral because it is kind of a poo sandwich. It is saying that is what the report says, but it's also saying the report may not be legit. Key Tesla rival goes low to win over electric vehicle customers with a picture of a Chevy. That's a negative headline. Dow Jones rallies as Nike plunges on these worries. Tesla stock leads Magnificent Seven. I'm calling it positive. Why not? Even though it may be reporting negative news, it says leads. If your Tesla starts to stink like cheese feet, this is what you have to do. I can't blame you. Apparently, some models will have a bit of mildew that grows in the air filter. Change the air filter is the answer. That's funny. That's a funny headline. And I appreciate that. Still negative. So how do we do for the day? Tesla media bias, only negative 29. That's not too bad. Giving us a trailing 7-day of negative 29. Look at that. Subtle improvement. Subtle improvement over the negative 50-ish we've been seeing. Better. That's better. So let's jump over to BYD. Build your dreams. If you'd like to retroactively pretend that's what your acronym means, your initialism. BYD expected to equal Tesla's global sales. SEAL performance review, neutral. It's just a review. Announcing a Hungarian factory. Overtaking Tesla. Now, a lot of these headlines are going to be about their sales, which are huge, this is what we wanted to see. This is the competition actually coming. Are they as good as a Tesla? No. Are they better than Tesla? No, definitely no on that. They might be as good. Some models might be as good, but in the China market, they're affordable and they've got several different models, so they can cater to more segments of the market. This is exciting, and it makes up a lot of the headlines for today. BYD targets Japan as gateway for exports. That's a positive. Sales winners in Europe, positive. Equally, so a lot of these Chinese EV makers plan factories in Mexico, stirring U.S. concerns. Now, this is one that I've told you was coming for months and months. Once we saw that the IRA was going to not allow credits for foreign-built vehicles, but U.S., Canada, and Mexico are included, we knew it was going to go to Mexico. Nissan to export EVs made in China to compete with Tesla and BYD. I'm calling it neutral because who cares? We'll see. Nobody is concerned with Nissan. SEAL electric car 2024 review. First serious challenge to the Model 3. That's a good one. Li Auto, donate to earthquake relief. Positive. BYD launches sleek Song L electric SUV starting at $27,000 as Tesla Model Y rival. That's fantastic. Hopefully, it's as good as they say. But at $27,000, it doesn't have to be. The Model Y starts at $37,000, I think, in China. So it's vastly cheaper. BYD aims to storm Japan. U.S. concern over Mexico attracting. Well, be concerned all you want. You shut them out. What do you think was going to happen? They were just going to not work around you? When a country is hostile to you, I don't know what you expect them to do. And I see that too. When Tesla doesn't let me into events, does that mean I don't go to the events? Does that mean I don't do stories? I'll find my own stories. You may not like what you find. Oh, we have fun. BYD Song receives over 8,000 orders following the launch. Great story, great story. Okay. And this is, I think, where the 25 ended. Let me double check. Yep, that's where the 25 ended. So what that gives us, and this is where we need to put on our perspective hats here, because their media bias for the week is positive 76. Positive 76 with a week over change of plus 16. They're up even from last week. Now, why is that? What is going on? And I'll tell you the answer is, in China, if you run a publication, you go out of your way to not speak ill of Chinese companies. That's not just good advice, it's how you do business, how you stay in business. And all the other articles that are written are knock-ons from that. Just like we saw with the silly Tesla's crash like crazy story, that one also it was the same deal where one person writes the story and everyone else copies it. You know, the staff of Electric have not driven a BYD, unless some of them, Fred's in Canada, maybe he's driven a BYD, but BYD is only just now getting started in Canada. So it is possible that a lot of these headlines are just repeating what they've already read, which was positive news as required to continue doing business in China. As a result, let's look at our new fancy one. Here's Tesla's week. Very cool. We see Rivian had a slight uptick, Boring a slight downtick, and look at BYD running away with it up here at the top in white. That is what happens when you mandate good news. Now, I'm not saying that good news isn't deserved. I think this number will correct a bit next week because the delivery news doesn't hold forever, but it could hold for another 2 weeks as the quarter ends into next quarter a little bit. That number will still be real and present, and that makes for easy, good, true headlines. So, yeah, you can see so far the only company, now these are just dots because we have yet to loop back around on lithium. That comes tomorrow. Or no, I guess tomorrow is Neuralink. We're doing Neuralink tomorrow, then lithium, then Ford, and then SpaceX, and we'll see how those trend lines emerge. And at some point, I'll add a 30-day trend line around maybe all of them. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. What did I miss? What did I misunderstand? Leave it. Talk to you soon.